Hello everyone, it's Bianca Scogan Beauty. I am Bianca Scogan. Welcome to my channel. Remember to subscribe. It's that red button down below. All right, so everyone, I hope you enjoy a good eyeshadow look because that's what I'm doing today. I've been seeing a lot of people put tape on their eyelids right here, and I've never done that before, but it leaves a nice line after you're done. And since we're doing just an eye look, that's what we're gonna do today. So I had my husband pick me up some medical tape. Actually, it looks like this. You could probably use like masking tape. I don't know whatever you wanna use. But I figured, I don't know, this is just a guess. This medical tape might not leave like residue behind and be better for your skin. I don't know, it's just a guess. So we're gonna do that today. You want to get them kind of even, like at the same, oh no, math, 30, wait, 45 degree angle, that's about 45. Oh my gosh, we're not mathing right now. So I have here an awesome eyeshadow palette. It is the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity palette. I have been wanting, oh my gosh, the tape is coming up. I have been wanting a Pat McGrath Labs eyeshadow palette since I heard about Pat McGrath. She has really expensive palettes, and then she has these ones that are in the cardboard that aren't as expensive. This one is $78 online. Pat McGrath has sales a lot. And she had a sale a couple months ago that was 25% off. So I got this $78 palette, 25% off. It was whatever that is. And so I thought that was a pretty good deal. That made it to be like what an Urban Decay palette is. And Pat McGrath palettes are very luxury palettes. Her normal Mothership palettes are about $125. Which one day I would love one of those. The Sephora VIB sale is coming up in April. And if you are a VIB, you get 15% off. If you're a Rouge member, you get 20% off. If you are not one of those, you get 10% off. I don't know if this palette will be in that, but she has her other palettes. You can try and see if you can get one of those. So that's kind of why I'm reviewing this right now, so you can see if you like Pat McGrath's formulas, and you can try and see if you want to get one of those. Also, you could just wait for one of Pat McGrath's sales because 25% off is obviously a better deal. Here it is. Gorgeous, am I right? So pretty. The problem with this is there's only like 4 matte shades and a ton of shimmers. So I feel like this is kind of, it was $78, actually, 25% off of that. I feel like it would be kind of a companion palette. You would probably need to pull out a matte brown to work with this, but you know what? We're gonna just do it. We're gonna make it work. Let's see how it works. That wasn't too bad, but that one was going into my eye. You guys saw how annoyed I was with it. So we're going to pull out another one and not have it go into my eye, hopefully. So I'm gonna do 2 looks with this palette. I'm going to do, I guess you could say a daytime look and a nighttime look, or, a natural look and a more wild look. But I'm not gonna do like 5 looks because I feel like when I watch videos like that, it just gets lost in translation. Maybe I find 2 that I like, but I'm just gonna do 2 and you can hopefully like both of them. Dang it, what's wrong with this eye? All right, right now, today, I'm going to do a natural look. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a more glam look. That's the word I'm gonna use, glam. We are going to put on a eyeshadow primer. My one I'm trying to get rid of is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Eye and Lip Primer. Also, when I took that tape off, I did take off some foundation. So I guess there is a drawback to using this tape, but you can always, my blender still has some foundation on it, so I can just go in afterwards and put it back on. I'm going to use my MAC 275, and I feel like the best shade right now would be this guy. They do have names. Here, Smoked Amethyst is over here, but then it's over here. Guys, I'm not going crazy. It's backwards. And then Galactic Gold is over here. Right there. So weird. So Venetian Orchid is right there. We're going with Venetian Orchid. I'm not crazy. Maybe. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, we're just gonna do a all over color, which is also called a transition. I almost forgot. Oh, that is weird with the tape there, guys. That is weird. Okay, so we're just gonna pretend it's not there and kind of go over it. And hopefully it doesn't pop up, because that would defeat the purpose. Am I right? Okay, so normally I use like a soft brown as my transition shade. So we're just kind of using a soft pinky mauve. Do you guys like these eyeshadow videos? I mean, I'm trying to think of what videos I like to watch and how I got started watching YouTube, because that's why when I'm thinking what you guys will be interested in watching. Originally, how I started watching these videos is that I was watching like tutorials on eyeshadow palettes. I bought an eyeshadow palette and I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to use this eyeshadow palette. So the original one I think I got was the Naked 3 palette. Dude, that turned out really nicely. I wonder how this tape will turn out. We'll see. Okay, so now I am going in with a crease brush, and we're gonna go with a let's do kind of a purple look today. We're gonna go with this shade. Okay, so Fuchsia Shock is here. So I believe this is Odyssey, and this is Venomous Void. Man, I'm real bad at this. Okay, Venomous Void is going in the crease. Okay, so I used to like look up eyeshadow palette tutorials. So that's what I'm doing, eyeshadow palette tutorials. But now what I enjoy watching is just reviews of like brands, because I'm like, oh, should I buy anything? If I want to investigate that brand, what should I buy from that brand? Or I like watching, like I'll find specific YouTubers and I just enjoy watching their channel. And so I just watch everything from their channel. I also really like watching declutter videos. Oh, that is so satisfying. Are those satisfying for you guys? Do you like declutter videos like I do? I've also really been liking like watching people go to TJ Maxx and just getting, they don't buy everything from TJ Maxx. They just go there and show what TJ Maxx has. And then, I mean, it's kind of bad because I super get the urge to go to TJ Maxx and I'd be like, oh, well, does my TJ Maxx have that? Should I go to every single TJ Maxx that there is and look for it? Oh, I need an under the eye brush. So I'm taking that same, was it Venomous Void? It was Venomous Void. And I'm going to get a eyeliner brush and just take that under my eye. So what kind of videos do you guys like to watch? You know I don't have a ton of subscribers, but there are people that are watching my videos that are not my subscribers that, you know, are there videos you guys would like to see, that you would like to watch? And, you know, I'll do them because it's interesting. Obviously, that's why I'm doing this channel, because it's so much fun for me. I also had an idea that maybe, because I want people to obviously watch my videos till the end. That was pretty under the eye, am I right? Okay, now we want to do a color on the inner corner. So let's see. Ooh, this guy, right? That one's popping. Because this is supposed to, all these colors are just drawing to me. And I'm like, I want to use that one. Are you going to use that one? And I'm like, no, Bianca, we're doing a neutral eye today. Let's not go crazy with this green. I can do both. I'm just using my finger because my finger is definitely, your fingers, you can use a brush, but I've just found that your finger works better for shimmery shades. Yeah, so if you watch this video and you find, oh, I lost my train of thought. I do that so often. So I'll get back to what I was saying. But if you find that there is a video you like, or one of my videos that you liked better, let me know, please. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. Beautiful. Oh, that's so pretty. I am in love with this palette already. Anyways, I was saying before that maybe because I have mentioned that I oil paint as like a reward, if you guys even would call it that, for getting through my video, I could show you guys a painting that I have done or I'm working on at the end of my video. Would that be something you guys would be interested in, to see that I paint and that and I could show you ones from like the beginning of my career. I don't know. I thought that would be fun because I'd like to kind of reward people for getting to the end. I'm going to take these off. I don't know. It looks like I should have brought it closer to my eyelid, but that was bothering me. So I don't really want to. Okay, so it has a little foundation on it. I don't know if I love that. Anyways, I didn't find that the tape really caused that much of an awesome thing to happen. Did you guys? I was trying to make it like I have a hard time getting that cat eye look. But you know what? Worked better on this side. I don't feel like I really need it. I'm going to take a brush and get some of that pretty... Did I ever tell you guys the name of it? Because it's right here. I think it's called Cosmic. And I am going to take that and I'm just going to, because I put it in with my finger on my inner corner. Now I'm going to put it kind of on the inner corner on the bottom eyelid. And just kind of, this is actually an inner corner brush. I just got it from Ulta. It is a Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush. And I didn't have an inner corner brush. It's a JH39. I actually have this Pat McGrath Labs Fetisheyes mascara. It's a really full, just like straight brush. So I realize it's not a super day look. It's a day look for me. But you'll find that people will be like, oh my gosh, that looks so good on you. I can't wear that color. And you'll be like, why? I have had so many people tell me that. And I'm like, that's adorable. Why do you think you can't? The only reason I can is because I do. I mean, there are colors, obviously, that look better than others. Hey, Khaki is really, I'm just name dropping here. I'm going to take my first brush and I'm just going to kind of blend this out. She is very good at color theory, and because she majored in art, and so she'll talk about, and I didn't major in art, I just took some art classes, but she'll talk about color theory a lot, which is really fun to hear. And she's very warm toned, and so she'll put on like a very cool toned color on her eyes, like a blue purple, and she's like, it looks like I got punched. So there are colors that, you know, you wear and they don't look good. So, I mean, although she'll say that people will put in her comments like, whatever, you can rock that. So you can rock whatever you want to rock. To you, it probably doesn't look good, but wear whatever you want. I think like these colors, purples and burgundies and pinks, like I think they make my eyes just absolutely pop. So I love them. I feel like there are rules in makeup, but there really aren't. Is there anyone coming around that it's like, no, you're arrested for wearing the wrong makeup color? No, there's no. I mean, maybe if you have teenagers at home and they'll be like, Mom, how dare you wear that? I don't know. I don't have teenagers yet. Try it. It's just makeup. Have fun with it. What do you guys think? We have this more natural look from this palette. I'll be back tomorrow with the more glam look. Hello, it's day 2. I'm going to do a night look, or just a more dramatic look with the Pat McGrath. I'm gonna say this palette so like 100 times, just bear with me. The MTHRSHP Mega Celestial Divinity palette. I have this fun headband on. It's Harry Potter. You guys probably saw that one of my shirts the other day was Harry Potter. Love Harry Potter. I mentioned that I'm a nerd. It has Hedwig on here and some letters, some owls. This is the owl, some letters. Awesome. I think I got that at Hot Topic years ago. Okay, this is what we're working with. So fun. All right, we are going to do this color right here, which was, I feel like it's Venetian Orchid, as our transition color again, because I think it's the only transition color in this palette. So, and it worked really nicely as a transition color. I took some really pretty pictures of this look that I did last time in natural light. My kids were like, let's go on a walk, Mom. And I was like, okay. And then I realized I forgot to take, normally I try to take my pictures right after the video, but I forgot. And I was like, oh heavens, it is beautiful outside. The sun was like going down, which is a perfect lighting, more of like a diffuse lighting. And so it was just a really pretty natural light outside. I took some pictures in it and I think they turned out nice. I also took pictures of the kids and the kids with the dog. It was a fun little afternoon. The kids were really wanting to go to the park because I always tell them that I will take you to the park in the spring and the summer and the fall, but your dad has to take you in the winter because I grew up in Arizona. I don't do well in the cold. I don't. And so even with my big heavy jacket on, I just can't, even if I'm walking, I can't sit and watch them when I'm freezing. I can't walk because there's a little path around the park that I could walk, but I'm just cold. I'm uncomfortable. I don't like being uncomfortably cold. I don't. So I tell them, you know, I feel like I'm taking them to the park 3 out of the 4 seasons. I'm doing well. So it's becoming spring. It's March. That is a really nice transition color. Normally I go with the brown. I should dip into pink more. So they've been ripped and roaring to go to the park because I think it's dad doesn't really, I don't know, he doesn't really take them to the park much. Not because he's an amazing dad, but he likes to, let's do a halo eye. We're gonna match my shirt, okay? We're gonna go with this color. It is Major Mahogany. Ooh, it's a lot of color payoff. Anyways, he doesn't like to take him on walks because he says that's mommy time. Ooh, hi. He's like, I like for you to have that time with them, for you to go on walks with them, because that's like kind of your thing. You go on walks with the kids. Okay, it doesn't, oh my gosh, that's, okay, you can see there was a lot more color payoff than I was expecting, so we'll clean it up. Probably shouldn't have chose such a dense brush. Okay, I'm getting into the crease. I chose more of a loose brush. See what I mean by dense? The bristles are like denser. They're more compact, and this one, the bristles are softer. So with a more dense bristles, the color will just pack on firmer, more saturated, and this one you can get more of a softer look. And that I feel like I know because of oil painting. It translates, guys, I promise. My oil painting and my makeup skills. I'm gonna take that dense brush, but I'm gonna go on the other side because I want a dense look. I'm gonna go with, this, point to it with your brush, Bianca. It is Lunar Champagne. She picked such pretty names. And it's not picking up very well with my brush. If you guys can see, it's barely picking up. So we're gonna go with my finger, which is fine. That's kind of how shimmer colors are. I don't know if you guys have noticed this in your lives and been frustrated with shimmer colors. And now I hope that I'm helping you, that maybe you've thought that a palette was crap and you were like, oh, this palette stinks. And now hopefully you can give it a second chance, because you can just use your fingers. And guess what? Fingers are free. You don't have to buy a brush. Though, you know, you can get some really good brushes for not expensive. Elf has brushes that are cheap. I'm not going to tell you that they're going to last forever, but you know, you need something to start with. You need to walk before you can run, right? I love that. All right, I'm going to go back in and get more of this, what was it called? Major mahogany in the corners. And I'm going to try to blend up a little bit. So this is kind of what I did for my green eye look, just with now not green. I like the halo eye. I am going to take the big fluffy brush I had at the beginning and just blend. I don't want a harsh edges. I realize I get my hand in the way too often. This is also Harry Potter. It's an owl and a letter. I like things being like Harry Potter, or I also like mermaids a lot. But I like it when it's not too obvious. All right, I'm taking a flat, this is an Alamar, and I am just taking it and mimicking what I have up top. You guys don't have to do the bottom eye. It is something that I have just started doing actually when I started this channel, because I saw the YouTubers doing it and I thought it looked pretty. I'm going to take another little flat top brush so that I'm not getting muddy. That gold color isn't picking up. I am going to use a, this is a Urban Decay All-Nighter spray. Oh, it had two lids on it. That's so funny. And just spray it. If it doesn't pick up, I actually heard someone say, I think it was Hey Khaki, and she said that she'll sometimes just lick the brush. So, I mean, if you don't have any setting spray, it'll work in a pinch. As long as you're not sharing your brushes, right? I still don't think it is working as well as my finger. Okay, let's try it and see if I can get my pinky in there. Yeah, I just used my pinky. I wonder what the physics is behind your finger picking up better than bristles. Okay, that is definitely a more va-va-voom look. I'm going to take my highlighter that I used earlier today, the brush that I tried to get the color on, the light color on, that it didn't work, and I'm going to take it on my eyebrow. I think that a brow highlight kind of just finishes a look. And I still want to do an inner corner, like right here. You can even do your Cupid's bow. I still have my Pat McGrath Fetisheyes mascara. I should have done green. You know what? Let's do it. Add a little green to the center. Nobody's telling me I can't, right? I know I already put on my mascara, but I'm gonna add this friend right here. Just a little bit. Who says I'm overusing this brush? That color picked up better with the brush. I'm just putting it in the very center. Oh, that is cool. That's a duochrome. You'd have done it before the mascara. But, you know, I made the decision after. Yeah. It's not super I feel like it's not showing up a lot, but it is a little bit, and I like the effect. I like it. Okay, so hopefully this video isn't 100 years long, but here is the eye look. Eyeliner. M Cosmetics Illustrative eyeliner. There we go. So now I have my eyeliner on. I feel like that was necessary. Here is the eye look. Oh, that scrunches it. Here's the eye look. What do you think? Do you like it? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you like me and you want to watch me, please subscribe to my channel. And the red button down here. It's a big red button. Click it. It'll go gray. And then you know you're subscribed. It would really make me feel awesome. If you want to hear about my future videos, then click the bell and it'll give you a notification about my future videos. Okay, so I hope you guys have a great day, and remember to be nice to yourself because you are special and awesome. Okay, have a good day. Bye.